What's going on, everyone? It is your commissioner back at it again here, huh? Another year, another favorite time of the year, to say the least. Drafts underway. We got some new fun games going on within the league, so that's good. I'm looking forward to it. I think this group of 12 guys is here to stay for a while. We got Warren back in it. I think this 12 will be here for the next few years, drafting and having a fun time in the league. Co-host back on it again, LB, batting lawn, here to join me as always. To start off, I'm working on setting up a nice little podcast setup here. LB got one going on nice. He got a microphone. He got a webcam. He's ready to roll. I need to do something as well. If anyone has any suggestions on how me and him can film, we're filming on Zoom. I have my computer set up on Zoom. We're on a Zoom call, but I'm recording it off my phone. It's annoying. It's a process. It's a hassle. I don't like it. I want to find something easier. If anyone knows anything, let me know. But let's get into it. Start off 2021 Fantasy League. This is the Matt Carter 2020 Champion League. From now on, here on out, the league name will be named after the previous year's winner. Year before that, 2019 champ, if I'm not mistaken, is Jake May. I think he upset you in 2019. So we got 2019 champ Jake May, 2020 Matt Carter. Just a quick rundown about the league. Payouts, $850 for first, $307 for second. Third place gets $125, your money back. The most points for at the end of the year gets $50. High scoring is obviously $12 per week. So, you win high scoring twice, you get $24. And then the pick'em winners, everyone seemed thrilled about it. Everyone liked the idea. That's a $120 pot. 12 or $10 a guy, 12 guys, $120. Whoever gets the most right wins. Tiebreaker though, we'll do I don't know. Maybe who
2 points or something at the end.
yeah,
I don't know.
we'll have to see here what I don't know. We'll have to come up with something. But also new for this year, the loser of the league, last place, if you have the worst record, if there's a tie for that, we'll go whoever scored the least amount of points would technically be in last. Dead last. So last place has to pay half of the winner's entry fee next year. So, don't come in last. But let's get right into it. This show we're gonna do today, might be a little lengthy one, but stay with us. Week 1, working out the kinks, getting things rolling. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the draft. LB and I are gonna break down who we think maybe went a little too early, who fell in the draft, who maybe the first 3 rounds are really what the most interesting are. Maybe we can break down who we liked, whose 3 first picks we liked the most, something like that. So we'll break down the draft a little bit. Then we're going to get right into the weekly matchups. For example, me versus Carter, week 1. We'll break down the game. As we break down the game, we'll kind of break down everyone's team that way so that we can keep it rolling, so we're not like just breaking down a team, then the game. We'll do that all at once. And then at the end, we'll give you LB and I will give our top 12 preseason power rankings. Maybe we'll do that maybe every like 4 weeks or something. Maybe we'll do we'll do one now, maybe like halfway through the year, and then one final one before playoffs or something. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I did mine kind of in tiers: the elite tier, the fringe tier, and the needs work tier, because it's kind of hard. Everyone had a really nice draft.
I agree. When we get there, we'll touch on that. But let's start with the draft. What'd you think? Give me what stood out to you, basically.
To me, 2 things: Derrick Henry before Dalvin Cook, especially in a PPR league. I thought that was interesting.
That's Nick Scalos took him over Cook. Yep.
Yeah, and that's, not that Henry's bad, but I love
right.
And, I was surprised. I thought I had a nice sleeper with Aaron Jones, but Carter decided to forget about that. And then I was surprised I got Kelsey at 10. So it was outside of Najee creeping up to the first. I'm curious how Jake Mayfield, now that Eckler's already missing practice with a hamstring, that's an issue that lingered a lot last year. So even Eckler, that seemed like a little bit early for Eckler. Chubb in the second round, to me, I thought I did great with Kelsey and Chubb, with Barkley going after. But I'll take Chubb and Kelsey to start any draft anytime. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. For me, yeah, I was not that I was surprised Eckler went. I think the running back class obviously is, once you get past, your first 4 or 5 guys, I think everyone after that's a hit or miss. Including my guy at 5, Zeke. I think he's a little bit of a question mark, obviously, after last year. But, I think after Kamara, Cook, Henry, CMC, CMC, Kamara, Henry, and Cook. I think after that, it's just pretty much all question mark.
Who you like?
That's what I mean. I think it's all personal preference. Zeke, who knows? Aaron Jones, I mean, he's been solid the last couple years, but he's not a top tier guy. Chubb, who knows? Jonathan Taylor, who knows? Najee, who knows? Eckler missed pretty much all last year. And then he's already banged up now with a hammy. Who knows? And then, Barkley coming off an ACL. Who knows? Gibson was promising last year, but he's still second-year guy, I believe. Are they giving him more of a role? Are they giving him more of a role? Who knows? I mean, after the first 4 backs, who knows what you're going to get?
I would say after the first 4 backs, the absolute safest pick that cannot miss is Travis Kelce. So I'm glad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could get behind that. But back to the, about the draft, I'm with you on Eckler. I always thought Jake May, I think for the past, I don't know, I think this is his 3rd year now. Past 2 years, he's been all the time a wide receiver heavy team. So I thought for sure, I did a couple mocks on my own, like where I think people, who would they take, etc. I had him every single time taken. I couldn't decide if he was going to take Tyreek Hill or Devontae Adams. I thought it was going to be one or the other. He shocked me with Eckler. I wasn't too surprised with the first 4 picks. I figured you could take any single one of them at 1, 2, 3, or 4. Doesn't shock me. I was happy to land Zeke. He's one of my, on my favorite team. I think he has a bounce back year, fine. But I was a little surprised with Eckler. I was surprised with Kelsey lasted as long as he did to you. I was surprised that Mark Andrews fell a lot in the draft. He was hanging on the board for a while. Not that it surprised me, but I didn't think Josh Allen would go as soon as he did.
Looking now, Josh Allen went 28th overall.
I'm very high on Josh Allen. I like him a lot. I think he's just going to continue to get better. He got an arm. He can run. I think the running backs there are questionable, so I think they rely on him to just air it out and on his feet. So I really like him. I was hoping I could get him maybe a round or 2 later, but he went off the board quick. I was surprised with Mahomes lasted as long as he did. Usually in my league, everyone knows, Mahomes is like a first-round guy or early second. He's usually off the board right away, but, he
22nd overall.
Yeah, he was, end of the second round, which surprised me. But overall, draft-wise, I think Paul, he got extreme value at his position. He got Barkley at 11, and then he got I think the biggest steal of the draft is Devontae Adams at pick number 14.
So I got Chubb at 15.
Yeah.
I wanted Gibson. Everyone knew that. Gibson went first. Devontae Adams went second. So
Yeah.
I settled on Chubb, which, I would have taken Adams over Diggs, but I took Chubb and Adams in the second round. If Barkley's healthy, that's a solid 1-2 punch.
Yeah. And that's the thing that we'll get into it later. Paul has a bunch of question marks on his team, solely because most of his guys have question marks next to their name if they're going to play this week or throughout the season. They're all like banged up. They all have injury history. Who knows there? But he got some good value. He got Kittle late in the 3rd. I thought was another good pickup with Kittle lasting all the way to the end of the 3rd round. But for me, nothing really. No one really stole anyone from me. I was personally in the second round, I was hoping to get like I thought maybe I could get my hands on Ridley or Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I was kind of set on. I thought for sure one of those two would be available to me in my go around in round 2, but they both went right before me. So I settled with Terry McLaurin. A little bit of a reach, but I'm pretty big on him this year, so I hope he pans out for me. But that's pretty much all that surprised me with the draft. Anything else for you on the draft?
No, nothing really. Just everyone had a pretty sharp draft.
I agree. I
think
agree.
the draft, like I told you, Carter snaked me with Aaron Jones, but I think the steal of the draft was David Montgomery, 30th overall to Carter as well. So he got two of my receivers, and he sandwiched those with Ridley. So I thought everyone had a really good draft. I thought Carter had an exceptionally well draft, as well as I think Warren I put with another one that had a really, really good draft.
Yeah.
They really put out when I was going back and looking at it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get let's hop into the games. Where you want to start with?
Let's start with your game.